Alright guys, hello, this is DK World, and today I will be talking about my custom wish list, my own personal wish list for the Cyberpunk 2 or Cyberpunk Orion sequel. I don't know what it's called, I don't know what it's going to be called, but the sequel of Cyberpunk 2077 basically, alright? The reason why I'm making this video is because sequel is around the corner, and not around the corner in the fact that it's going to be announced anytime soon, but I'm pretty sure that I heard a little butterfly or a little birdie talking about you know them about to start working on the game and working on the gameplay aspects and working on it, right? So this is the perfect time to make a wish list, and I will specifically be focusing on the gameplay aspects, all right, of Cyberpunk Orion or the sequel. All right. So yeah, I also have or will have gameplay in the background because I know, everybody has low attention span nowadays, so you guys can watch gameplay in the background as well as watching me talk about it. And yeah, I feel like you guys are gonna like this one. So this is a specific gameplay, like this is gameplay focused. So this is not like clothes or cars or anything like that, because everybody talks about that in their wish list. Everybody talks about flying cars and stuff like that. That's cool, but I don't feel like we really truly need that. So let's get started. My first list, alright? The first thing that I feel like if Cyberpunk 2 or the sequel of Cyberpunk added, it would be like one of the greatest RPGs of all time, if not the greatest RPG, is custom difficulty. Now, I know, before you click off the video, I know it sounds crazy, because most custom difficulties suck in other video games. But here's why I think a custom difficulty will be great. Now, to clear up any misconceptions, no. They should not get rid of easy difficulty. They should not get rid of normal. They should not get rid of hard. They should not get rid of very hard. Those are, those are integral. We need those, alright? But the reason why I feel like they should add a custom difficulty is because in a game like Cyberpunk, a custom difficulty allows you, the player, to create an experience in the sandbox that is completely unique to your own thing. So for example, right? I'm a stealth player. If I had a custom difficulty option in Cyberpunk 2077, I could create the perfect stealth experience. A game like I could create my experience to be more like Dishonored, like the Dishonored games, to be more like Far Cry, to be more like those games. Or you can create an experience like Doom. You can create your own versions, your own experience. You can create an experience like Doomslayer, Ultra Kill, Far Cry, Dishonored, things of those natures. You see what I'm saying? Now, you may be asking, well, how do you implement it? How do you implement it? How would they implement something like this? I'm glad you asked. Now, you would just use, there are easy ways to do it. There are harder ways to do it. I feel like the easiest way to do it is to do kind of what Dishonored 2 did. Alright, now Dishonored 2 has a custom difficulty slider. What they do is they use the previous difficulties as presets. So for example, if you want to touch enemy health, you can just slide enemy health. You can make the enemy health, as if you're playing on easy, or if you're playing on very hard, or if you want enemies to do a lot of damage to the player, you would touch, you would slide the difficulty, right? That's the easiest way to do it. Do I feel like they should do it that way? No, but, it's completely up to them, right? But I do feel like custom difficulty would be amazing, simply because it allows the player to create an experience completely unique to them. All right, completely unique to them. All right, which is why I feel like they should add it. It allows you to do so much. There's so much possibilities. It's literally endless. It's literally endless. You can create a hardcore mod where not a hardcore mod, a hardcore mode where everybody does a ton of damage. to each other. So you do a ton of damage to the enemy, but the enemy also does a ton of damage to you with a custom difficulty slider. You can also create one where, you know, you're like a superhuman. You're like super unkillable, or enemies are super unkillable. You could do things like that with a custom ability that you can't do with others. You see what I'm saying? And if you find the right balance, you can create literally like insane experiences. I've seen it with games that have custom abilities, like Doom. The Doom game, what's that new one? The new one, like the one that just came out. That one has custom ability. I've seen it with Dishonored 2. I've experienced that personally, where I've used custom ability in that game. So yeah, all right. So that's number one. All right. You guys may not like that one, but the rest, I promise you guys will like the rest of them. All right. I just had to get that one out the way because that one is the shortest to explain. All right. For the next one, let's talk about weapon customization. All right. This one, I want to see this one implemented the most. All right. I have been diving deep into Cyberpunk lore and Cyberpunk, just the world in general, using the Cyberpunk Wiki, which has all the official source books, all the information on all the characters you would ever want to learn about, like Alt Cunningham and the cyber that she was using, Santiago, Morgan Blackhand, Adam Smasher, the list goes on and on. Johnny Silverhand, the list goes on and on. And one thing that I noticed with every single one of them is that all of their guns have insane mods and modifications on them. Morgan Blackhand, for example, and Johnny Silverhand. Let's actually start with the Malorian Arms. Everybody knows the Malorian Arms because it's one of the most popular guns in the game. Did you know that the Malorian Arms has 3 different firing modes? And I'll put it on the screen. You need a smart link to use it, you need a cyberarm to use it, and it has 3 different firing modes. That means it probably shoots incendiary rounds and all types of different rounds. All right. So you're probably like, DK, well, what are you getting at? We need the ability. They need to allow us to have the ability to customize our weapons however we want. What do I mean by that? Well, let me go in depth. If I have a pistol, I should be able to make that pistol a smart gun. Or I should be able to make that pistol a smart gun with a silencer. Or I should be able to make that gun shoot explosive rounds or incendiary rounds, which are fire bullets, by the way. Concussion rounds, things of that nature, poison rounds, right? And poison rounds already exist in the game, right? I should be able to customize my gun to do anything and to have anything. And when I tell you this, like, please, I literally beg of you, Project Red, if you got one of the developers is watching this video, please, I beg of you, please, I'm telling you, I beg that you allow us to customize any gun. And you guys probably won't, but the reason why I say this is because it embraces player freedom and player creativity. It also embraces, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a change. Not everything, versatility is what I mean. When you go on Cyberpunk YouTube, what do you see? Everybody's using the same weapons. Why? Because those weapons are really good. Those weapons are extremely good. And of course, that'll be the case in the next game. But it will be even less of the case if you allowed us to customize our guns however we want. Allow us to put a silencer on any gun. Allow us to put a silencer on an LMG. Allow us to put a silencer on an HMG. Allow us to put a silencer on an Malorian Arms. Why not? Morgan Blackhand is my favorite character in Cyberpunk. I found out, and I'll have screenshots, I found out that he uses a Colt AMT pistol. His Colt AMT shoots smart guns. His Malorian Arms cannon, which is a literal cannon, it's like a grenade launcher, it's a literal cannon, shoots smart projectiles. He's shooting smart cannons at you. Smart cannons at you. Literally. He's shooting smart cannons at you. I'm dead not lying. I'm gonna have screenshots of this. I'm serious. Right? So please allow us to customize our guns in ways that are unique to us specifically. Some people would want to use it'll have crazy combinations and it may be broken, but why not? Cyberpunk is a single player game. If you allowed us to have the creative freedom of, you know, letting us do anything we want, or customizing our weapons any way we want, the best RPGs allow the player to have as much freedom as possible, where they're unrestricted. It's literally insane. I've seen it. Like I've literally thought deep about this, right? Why not allow us to have a suppressor on the Malorian arms? Why not allow us to customize our shotgun, our DB Satara, into a smart weapon with that shoots fire bullets or poison bullets, or an LMG? Why not allow us to make our LMG a smart gun that has a silencer on it, or that shoots explosive bullets? Why not? Why not? And please allow us to put attachments on any gun we need it. It's very important. Silencers on any gun, on most guns. You probably won't allow us to do any gun, but like on most guns. And I honestly want you guys to allow us to put it on any gun, but I understand, right? Why not? It's a single player game, and it embraces creative freedom within the player, and creative and player expression, right? Each player is different, so each player will have a different combination of weapon. You'll see more difference in the YouTube and the Cyberpunk space, instead of everybody using katanas and, you know, weapons that everybody else uses. All right. So that's weapon customization. We've gone over things like custom difficulty. We've gone over things like weapon customization. Let's talk about stealth. Now, I don't know who's watching this video, but my subscribers know that I am a huge fan of the stealth in Cyberpunk 2077. I have about officially 500 hours in this game. Unofficially, I have probably close to 1,000. All right. Most of those hours come from stealth. Most of them come from stealth. All right. So here are the things that I would love to see added in the sequel of this game. For one, we need huge improvements to this category, because although I love it, it is not perfect, admittedly. The one mechanic that I need to see gone from Cyberpunk 2077, the sequel, like the next game, is instant detections. Now, what do I mean by this? Have you ever played Cyberpunk 2077 and you're trying to stealth, and one person sees you and the entire base knows where you are instantly?
I'm in.
Open fire!
Now try to enter the warehouse. I will draw their attention away.
Without looking for you, they didn't look for you. They didn't. Nobody shot anything. The person didn't shoot, and the entire base knows where you are because one person spotted you. That is a mechanic that plagues tons of stealth games. That mechanic needs to go. And I don't like comparing other games to other games, because, you know, it's different. But you can take inspiration from other games. For example, the Dishonored series. It's one of the best stealth series in the world ever created, right? And when you get spotted in that game by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, the entire base does not know where you are. All right. And even when in that game they have enemies call for their friends, for like reinforcements. But if you kill those enemies quick enough, you can, even when they're coming, they don't know where you are until they haven't seen you, because they haven't seen you yet personally for themselves. So we need to change the way detection works in the sequel, because getting instant detected because only one person saw you and they didn't even shoot a bullet, they didn't even shoot their gun, it's just they saw you for a split second and you were able to kill them quick enough before they shot anything or before they did anything. And it's very, like, it's such a kill. Like, it kills the mood and it kills the flow of stealth, because the player will be, it's limiting the player from doing creative kills or creative things in stealth. I do also have to talk about grenades and stealth. And you may be wondering, well, a grenade is not a stealthy option, right? But this needs to be talked about. All right, when I throw a grenade in stealth, the entire base knows where I am. Now, I'm not saying they shouldn't know, they shouldn't look, but I'm saying instantly, just test it for yourself. When you throw a grenade in stealth, the entire base knows where you are. Instantly, the entire base knows where you are. We need to fix that. What should happen is they should look for you. They should hear an explosion. They should be like, what the hell is going on? And they should look for you, but that does not mean that they know where you are. All right? That does not mean that you should know where they are. They should be put in a search mode where they're actually looking for you. And they should be trying really hard to look for you. But they should not be guaranteed a detect. All right? Another thing that needs to be improved greatly is silencers and weapons that are inherently silent when used in stealth. I've had this happen to me plenty of times where I'm shooting a silent gun with a silencer on it, and it's like I shoot them and I get detected because they didn't die quick enough, right? But and I'm getting insta detected as well, which also is a problem by the entire base. We need to add some leeway, because think about it. Sometimes when you shoot somebody or you're watching a movie where they have a silencer, like John Wick, for example, they don't die in one bullet, right? Then it's not guaranteed that they die in one bullet, but maybe they die in 2 or 3 or 4, right? And if you get it off quick enough, you should still be in a silent state. And honestly, I feel like the person should be looking for you, right? They should be aware that they're getting shot at, but it should not be like, oh, I know where you are because I'm still alive. No, they should see me. They should see me for me to be detected. Not, oh, I'm getting shot at, so I randomly know where they are, even though I'm getting sniped from 500 meters away. You see what I'm saying? Because I didn't die, I know where they are 500 meters away. No, they should see you where you are. And that all that does is increase, all that does is, make the flow of stealth better in this game. In the next game, I mean. Way better, right? Way better. Alright, all that would do. And also, with melee weapons in stealth, bats, katanas, things of those nature, those need to actually be silent as well. Those are inherently silent weapons, melee weapons in stealth. So sometimes what would happen to me is when I'm playing, I would attack somebody and nobody would know, but if they're closer to somebody else, they would hear it, or they would turn around, and it's what, why? I don't understand that. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't know. I really don't understand it. Genuinely don't. I genuinely don't. Alright? Here's another thing that I would like. Here's a mechanic that I would like them to add as well. Alright? For stealth. I feel, and I'm taking from Dishonored here, so I don't know if you guys will actually do it, but I'm taking from Dishonored here. In Dishonored, there are 2 types of enemy modes, alright? There's a kill ready mode, and there's a combat ready mode. So in the kill ready mode, this allows the player to instantly or quickly dispatch enemies in stealth. Whether that be a takedown, an instant takedown, or things of that nature. Now, I'm not saying that Cyberpunk should force takedowns on you. No, that should not be done. We shouldn't force takedowns on the player, because we want to allow the player creative liberty. We want to allow the player creative freedoms to do whatever they want, right? So if I just choose to, let's say I pull out my katana, and the enemy has no clue where I am, or does not see me, I'm undetected, I'm in stealth mode, right? I'm in instant kill, combat ready, not combat ready, instant kill mode, right? I should be able to heavy attack, swing my katana on his head, and he should die. Alright? Now, all this does, and some people may not like this mechanic, but here's why I think it would be a good thing. The reason why I think it would be a good thing is because it differentiates mechanics, it differentiates stealth, the stealth flow, the stealth combat and how stealth works in this game between combat, just all out regular combat. All right, if you had a system in place to where stealth feels different from combat, because it is different from combat, then it makes it differentiates the two playstyles. So like in Cyberpunk 27 right now, there is really no way of truly differentiating the others. Now obviously there's a difference, and obviously there's a little different thing, but like the enemy HP or the enemy health, when you shoot them, it feels like they're always, and they don't die, it feels like they're always in combat ready mode, and they're just ready to be messed with. It feels like they're always ready to, it almost feels like they can see you, if that makes sense, but they're just not attacking you, even though they shouldn't be able to see you, if that makes sense, right? So this is why I feel like a combat ready in a kill ready mode. My fault, my mic went out. This is why I feel like a combat ready and a kill ready mode should be added to the game. All right, kill ready mode just means that the enemy is can't see you. You're in stealth, and they're easily killable because they're unaware. So if I shoot somebody in the head in this mode, in a kill ready mode, they should die. Right? They should die instantly, unless it's a boss. The only bosses should, be like kind of like immune to like instant kills. Only bosses, even in stealth, only bosses, right? But every other enemy in the game, they should, especially regular enemies. I'm talking skull enemies, I'm talking brutes, I'm talking every single one of those guys, they should be easily dealt with. There should be a kill ready mode, and that's just my opinion. A kill ready mode, right? So in the combat ready mode, I have not talked about this yet, but a combat ready mode is like, in Dishonored, how it works is you can see the change from kill ready to combat ready because the enemy pulls out their gun, or they pull out their weapon, or whatever they have. They're ready to attack you. They can see you, they've detected you, so now they're in a combat ready mode. They can defend themselves, right? And because they can defend themselves, they're a lot harder to kill. Just think of it as being like how it is now. Like when you're in combat and you're not in stealth anymore, right? And enemies are shooting at you, they're fighting back. Just think of it like that. So you no longer get the option to instant kill or to take the enemies down quickly, right? That's basically what it is. But yeah, all right. And also, another thing, and I've been talking a lot on this subject for stealth, so I'm gonna just go quick. Stealth takedowns, please add them, please. And I'm talking, please make it dynamic as well. So like, allow me to stealth takedown from the front of somebody, in front of somebody, and on the side of them, behind them, on the left side or the right side, or behind them or in front of them, on top of them. And please allow us to use weapons. Why not? Allow us to use weapons, and please have more than, I'm not gonna be picky. There are 2 takedowns, like right now, 2 takedown animations in the game. If we could have like 3 or 4, that'd be cool. All right, that'd be cool, right? And please allow us to use weapons within these takedowns. So, for example, if I have a pistol, give me a cool animation, cool stealth takedown with a pistol, or LMG. Yes, I know it sounds crazy. LMG, it's goofy, but it also embraces player expression and player freedom, because now you're allowing somebody with an LMG, you're allowing somebody to stealth with an LMG, which is weird, but admittedly weird, but pretty unique if you really think about it, right? Things like that. Just if I have an LMG out, or if I have a pistol out, or if I have a katana out, please allow me to, stealth kill with those weapons out. And also, we'll drop takedowns, which is air assassinations, when you're dropping on the enemy to attack them, right? Please allow us to use any weapons with those. Pistols, katanas. If I have my katana out and I'm doing an airdrop assassination, give me a cool animation with the katana, or give me a cool animation with the back, or a pistol, or things of that nature, right? So we'll move on to the next one, because I've been talking about the stealth section for the longest, but granted, I am a stealth player in this game, so I expected it. I expected it as much, right? And the last one, So we've already gone over custom difficulty. We've already gone over weapon customization. We've already gone over stealth and things that I think they should add for stealth and things that need to be improved on, right? Like actually silent suppressors, actually silent melee weapons, actually silent things of those natures, right? Now let's talk about traversal, parkour, the movement. Now the movement is perfect. In my opinion, Cyberpunk, they did a great job. When 2.0 dropped, the dashing mechanic, the jumping mechanic, everything, the movement is insane. So I don't even have anything bad to say about it. Not a single thing. I only have two additions. Two additions that I think that if they added it, it would be even better. Right? It'd be even better. And the two things that I want them to add is wall running and wall jumping. Now, think about it for a second. Just imagine your V is running, parkouring, whatever you want to call it, right? And, you know, there are walls, things of that nature. There are walls, or there's a place where you can't get to by just regular double jumping. So what do? You wall jump, you double jump onto a wall, then you wall jump, which resets your double jump, and you're able to double jump again onto a ledge. Things that craziness, right? Insane. I can just picture insane combinations. I can just picture insane traversal combinations if they added just those two things. Only those two things. That's all they need. Only those two things, right? Where if they added those two things, the movement and the traversal would jump like a huge amount. It'd increase a huge amount, right? You already have so many ways and so many movement combinations of getting around, like ground dashing into a jump, into another dash, into a double jump. It sends you, the distance on that is insane. Or like jump dash double jump, which is a very simple one, but it's still very effective, right? But imagine if you can like ground dash, jump, dash, wall run, wall jump off a wall, which also resets your dash and your double jump into another double jump dash, or a dash double jump. That would be insane, right? That would be insane. And I know I just probably, like, you probably were just so confused hearing that, but like, I'm telling you, it would literally, like, I'm telling you, like, it would literally be insane, dude. Like, I can picture it. I can see it in my head. And the fact that I can see them in my head means I know for a fact that they can add those two things. And I feel like it's pretty reasonable too. Now, here's an maybe unreasonable thing to ask. So I doubt that they'll ever add this, but like, for example, ARM Cyberware. I feel like ARM Cyberware should have a special traversal ability with them, right? Now, in the anime, Lucy swings with her monowire. All right, Lucy is swinging. She swings. We see her. She swings with her monowire. Now, obviously, it'd be too hard to implement a swinging mechanic, but I do know a mechanic that you can implement with a monowire. Why not allow it to act as an extension, a rope, right? So, for example, if I'm trying to get up a ledge, right, and I can't reach it, I just throw out the monowire, kind of similar to a grapple hook, but not a grapple hook, and I can pull myself up. So I thought I double jump. I can't reach the ledge. So I double jump again, right? I just double jump. And I realize I can't reach the ledge. So I throw out my monowire. And I hook it to the ledge. And I pull myself up with the monowire, right? That'd be fire. Or mantis blades. Why not allow mantis blades to hook onto buildings? Or to stick, allow you to put your mantis blade into a building. Or to climb up buildings with mantis blades. Same thing with grill arms. Grill arms and mantis blades will function the same way, because I can really picture someone with grill arms, like clinging onto a side of a building and just climbing up it. And the way you can balance this is also through perks and stamina cost, right? Plenty of games do it. Plenty of games have it. So, but I don't think, that would be tough to add. And honestly, all you guys really do need to add is wall running and wall jumping, but that's up to the developers, all right? Damn, we are 30 minutes into this video. Alright, good thing that was pretty much the last thing. Now, the last thing that I want to see added is New Game Plus. Please. But also, right, New Game Plus, but here's what I really want, right? Whoever's watching this, whether it be a fan of Cyberpunk just like me, whether it be people that love this game, or whether it be developers, please, if you're a developer, please please just think about when you're adding mechanics and when you're adding things to the game, think about ways that the player can express themselves. Think about ways where you know, there's versatility, there's player freedom. It feels like, you know, the player is unrestricted. The mechanics that leave the player as unrestricted as possible, right? Just think about things like that, where, okay, well, if we add this, does this restrict the player in any way? Or does this stop the player from, you know, finally being the ultimate mercenary or whatever we play as that they want to be, right? Think about things like that. Just embrace, fully just embrace player freedom and player expression. Those are, to me, the most important things in an RPG that anybody can have. Which is why Skyrim is so popular, which is why Fallout 4 is so popular. Things like that are so popular because those games allow players to do almost anything. Anything that they want. Anything, right? And just really think about it, right? Just really think about it, please. Like, I truly do love this franchise, and this franchise has really given me a lot. I mean, I've been playing this game since I was, you know, since 2023, since I was 18 years old, right? So I've been playing this game for a long time, and I have a ton of hours on this game. I love this franchise, and I love the world that you guys have cooked up. So please, just, if everything that you guys do, think about player expression and player freedom and just creativity, things, mechanics that embrace creativity within the player, right? Please. But yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you guys, you know, enjoyed my yapping, please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe, please. If you guys want to, of course. And also, if you guys have anything gameplay wise that you guys want to add on to, right? Any gameplay thing, any gameplay section that you guys want to add, right? Please comment in the comment section. We need as much creativity, things flowing. We need mechanics, ideas. We need ideas, because I truly do feel like videos like this truly do help developers in coming up with new ways to make mechanics or gameplay mechanics that, you know, they come up with. So I just feel like, oh my god, I can't speak English. I truly do feel like things like this help. All right. So yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this video, you know, I've already said, I don't know why I'm still talking, but yeah, all right. DK World signing off. Peace out, my ladies, my young ladies, and my young fellas. Peace. I'm dipping. All right. Bye.